You've been hearing this demo of our new Bassman patch for the Line 6 Helix.
Bassman.
For the Line 6 HX
Bassman.
Stomp. For the line, guess what this one's based on? For the Line 6 Pod Go. Available on all those platforms. Of course, Helix native as well. So Bradford and I set out on this quest to build this Bassman patch. This started before the quarantine started. We were going back and forth with this thing before I moved into this new place. And gosh, we've gone weeks just back and forth, sharing it with each other, tweaking it. This one's been hard for us to dial in.
Yeah.
It would sound good, but it wouldn't be exactly what we wanted.
It didn't have quite that sound that you'd want for what we do.
Yeah. We also wanted IR cabs in it that were authentic to like the original vintage Bassman, which Jonathan over at Tone Junkies did. He created some IRs of like vintage P10r speakers in a cab, in a vintage Fender cab, which is what the Bassman has.
Okay.
So that's what you get with this patch. You get the patch. We included a humbucker version. Forget about humbucker settings in the README notes. You just get a humbucker version.
We typically made the humbucker version anyways.
Like, why don't we just give it? Just throw it in there.
I don't know why we weren't doing this.
So in future patches, that's what you're going to get. You get a version with the stock cabs of the same speaker that the Line 6's version of the P10r speaker, but the IR cab that Jonathan made sounds better. Some of the things you get with this patch, we built what do we call it? Cranked.
Yeah.
There's a button that you see in
all
Stomp
caps
box mode. It says cranked. If you hit that button, it turns the amp up to 11.
And we brought some bass down so it could kind of...
Yeah, we tweaked that sound.
Typically when you turn gain up on an amp, it tends to get bass heavy too.
Yeah.
So we knocked some bass down and up some highs,
Yep.
I think, just to give it a little... So it cuts so you could use it. You would think it was actually an overdrive pedal had we not told you that. So
Yeah. And it works really well for leads because it's just really big and fat and thick. And you push that with, what do we use, a tube screamer probably?
Yep.
For the lead snapshot. It sounds great. So you get, you can run it in Stomp box mode where we've given you all kinds of delays. We put a tremolo in this one because it felt vintage and it's Bradford's favorite. And we put tremolo in.
We tend to just throw in tremolo or chorus. So.
Yeah. Lots of reverb options, lots of delay options, dual delay in there as well as quarter note and dotted eighth note delay. And then snapshots as well. You get 8 different snapshots for instant sounds, if you will. And again, humbucker and single coil versions and a stock cab version if you'd like to try that out as well. But this one is different for us. And it's really cool. So hit the link below. Again, available for whatever Line 6, whatever modern current Line 6 product you have. It won't work on Pod X or HD 500X
or a Firehawk.
Or a Firehawk. But if you've got a Pod Go, if you got Helix, HX Stomp, all available for all those platforms. Links below.
Specific patches for each one.
Yeah. So you can't buy the Helix patch and load it on your Pod Go. You have to buy the Pod Go version.
Because we have spent meticulous time porting it over for you.
Yeah. So, well, that's true. One of the things we do for HX Stomp and Pod Go is, you're limited with blocks on those patches. So what we've done is given you multiple patches that include all the different effects blocks that we use.
That are in the Helix.
So you have FX1, FX2, that just includes all the different reverbs and drives and delays and things. So you have access to all that. You can copy and paste them in using the Helix edit or the Pod Go edit or whatever edit software from Line 6.
I would suggest get all the ones that we send you into HX Edit and figure out what you want, and then you create one blank.
Yeah.
And then you copy and paste from the other ones into that. That way you have masters. And you hold on to those and you can do that.
It's a good idea there, Bradford. Yes. So, hey, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We got more Helix, Line 6, everything else content coming at you. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.